A lot of people ask me that despite our hard work, we are not getting wealth in our lives. Despite putting all our efforts, we are not getting wealth in our lives. So, what is it that is, bringing obstacles? So, in the occult science, there is a subject called as astro vastu, in which directional science, directional strength of the planets of your rashis become extremely important. So, what do you need to do? Well, you know your Rashi, yeah. And in this video, I'm going to tell you that what is that direction which your Rashi rules. That direction becomes very important in your life. No clutter in that direction, no washroom, no shoe rack, no dustbin, no broken buckets, no paint boxes, absolutely no scrap in those directions. Plus, in short, I'll tell you that how to determine that which direction is good for wealth in your house depending upon your Rashi. So, if you have a pen and paper, you can just note down these 12 राशिज what directions they rule upon. I'm just going to tell you in short. So जो सबसे पहली राशि है वो मेष राशि है जिसको हम एरीज बोलते हैं. The direction on which Aries rule over is east. So Mesh Rashi is east direction, lordship over east. Second is Taurus, that is we call as Vrishab Rashi, that it rules as northwest. Third is Gemini, that is Mithun, which rules north of northwest. The fourth is Kark, that is Cancer, that rules north of northeast. Now you will say that what is north of northeast? What is north of northwest? So basically, when you have to ascertain a direction, you have to stand in the middle of a house, of your flat or your house, open the compass. For example, if I'm telling you that Kark Rashi rules over north of northeast, then in such case, you have to open your compass by standing in the middle of your house. North of northeast is 22.5 degrees from north. That becomes north of northeast. So this is how you determine the direction using your compass, and you can do it yourself. You don't need an astrologer or a vastu consultant for that. Then we have the Simha Rashi, which is east of northeast. Then we have Kanya, that is Virgo, which is north direction. Then we have Tula, which is west of southwest is Tula, which is called as Libra. And then you have Vrishchik, which is Scorpio. The Rashi is south southwest, SSW. Then you have 9, that is Dhanu, that is Sagittarius. The direction which Dhanu rules over is northeast. Then you have the 10th Rashi, which is the Makar. Makar Rashi rules south, east, and south. South, southeast, and south. SSE and south. And then you have Aquarius, that is your Kumbh, which rules over the western direction. And finally, you have Pisces, which is southeast. So, please ensure that these directions on which the Rashi rules over, please do not clutter this direction. Please do not have any washroom. Please do not have any dustbin, broken buckets, broken paint boxes, uh, jhadu, pocha, any housekeeping material, any dirty material, torn cloths, scrapped material, junked material. All these things are prohibited in these directions if you belong to these Rashi. Also, people who are learning astrology and astro vastu, they will relate with me that the best and the shortest way in astro vastu to determine the direction of your wealth, I'll explain you with an example. So if you are a Kumbh Rashi person, if you are a Kumbh Lagna person, that means in the first house of your horoscope you have number 11. Obviously, the second house from Kumbh Lagna becomes mean, that is number 12. Now, the second house in astrology represents accumulated wealth, family assets, basically bada dhan, lot of money, family assets, and accumulated wealth. Now, who rules the second house? That is mean Rashi. Who rules this? It is ruled by Jupiter. Now, Jupiter's directional strength you get in which house? First house. Now, for example, in Kumbh Lagan, the second house is ruled by Jupiter, and if Jupiter is placed in the ninth house, sorry, 11th house of income. Now the directional strength of Jupiter comes only from the first house. So Jupiter जिस घर में बैठा है वही उसका फर्स्ट हाउस हो गया. तो कुंभ लगन की कुंडली में Jupiter sits in the 11th house, but number 9 is written. 9 क्या है? धनु. धनु का डायरेक्शन क्या है? नॉर्थ ईस्ट. दैट मीन्स फॉर अ कुंभ लगन पर्सन it is important that he does not have a bathroom in northeast if Jupiter is placed in the 11th house. So this is the most simplest technique to find out or to enhance the wealth. If this person of Kumbh Lagan having Jupiter in the 11th house and Jupiter gets strength in the first house itself, that means Dhanu representing northeast. If he has a bathroom in northeast, he will be completely devoid of wealth. Another example, Gemini, Mithun Lagna Kundli, the second number becomes number 4, that is Kark. Now, suppose the Lord of the second house is sitting in the 8th house. Moon gets directional strength. The Lord of the second house is Moon, obviously, here. Moon gets directional strength. Where? In the 4th house. Now, अगर अष्टम भाव में बैठा है तो कौन से घर से वो 4th हुआ? Naturally 5th हाउस से हुआ. तो 5th हाउस में तुला राशि आ गई. अब तुला का डायरेक्शन क्या है? The direction which I have explained you. So that becomes that west of southwest जो है वहाँ पे अगर उसका बाथरूम हुआ तो he will not get wealth. So Gemini Kundli, second house lord is obviously Moon sitting in the 8th house. Moon gets directional strength in the 4th house. That means जो 5th हाउस से वो गिनेंगे तब जो 8th हाउस से 4th आएगा तो 5th हाउस में जो नंबर लिखा हुआ है नंबर 7 तुला, उसका जो डायरेक्शन है साउथ ऑफ साउथ वेस्ट, वहाँ बाथरूम नहीं होना चाहिए. दिस इज अ सिंपलेस्ट टेक्निक इन एस्ट्रो वास्तु. सो आई होप यू हैव नोटेड डाउन दीज few points, and I hope this will be beneficial for you. Stay tuned with me